guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be this Selena Gomez inspired makeup tutorial. I recently asked you guys on Snapchat if you wanted to see Gigi Hadid, Kylie Jenner, or Selena Gomez, and a bunch of you guys voted for Selena Gomez. I even got some tweets from you guys, so I found this photo of her and I thought it was really pretty, especially for spring and summer. It's a very fresh and youthful look, so I thought I would recreate this look and hopefully you guys enjoy it. I also decided to make this video a talk through video so we can bond a little bit, because I feel like sometimes with products I'm more passionate about them as I'm doing the makeup. I don't know. So let me know which you guys prefer, I guess, if you prefer talk through videos because they are a little bit longer, or if you prefer the shorter, you know, 5 to 6 minute videos, because those are obviously voiceover. So yeah, let me know which you prefer in the comments below, and let's get started with this look. So I've already got my base on because I did a first impressions on the foundation and the concealer that I'm using. That video will be coming up very soon, but it's basically the Clé de Peau that I purchased recently and I wanted to see if it was worth the hype. So if you guys want to check that video out, just stay tuned. It'll be up in a few days. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my eyes, and I don't have any primer on because I do have concealer all over my eyelids, which is going to act as my primer. So the first color that I'm gonna go in with is called Texture by MAC. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a fluffy brush and apply this on the crease and blend it really well. Any fluffy brush will do. This one is the XO Beauty tapered crease brush. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure that it's nice and blended. She actually has a lot more warmth coming through, so I'm gonna grab another eyeshadow color. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Brown Script by MAC, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that on my crease because, like I said, she just has so much warm, like a reddish brown coming through the crease. I definitely want to recreate it as best as possible. So then with a clean fluffy brush, I'm just going to go ahead and blend out all of the harsh edges. I haven't done a talk through video in so long, and this feels really good. Because I feel like you're just like more in the moment when it's talk through. So I'm going to try to do these kinds of videos more than voiceover. I just got a new mic, by the way, so I'm excited about that. Hopefully my sound is going to be much better. The next color that she has is like a really pretty bronze color, and I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal La Palette Nude 1 palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that bronze right over there with a flat brush. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this directly on my eyelids. So I like to just directly apply the Fix Plus on the brush, and then just go ahead and press the product onto my eyelids. See what a difference that makes? So pretty. So next I'm going to pick up the dark brown from the palette, and using the same fluffy brush I'm going to start to intensify the outer corners a little bit. A little bit of darkness right here, and again, I'm not sure if that's a shadow or if that's actually her eyeshadow, but we're just gonna go ahead and create it. The key here is to blend, so always have a fluffy brush in hand and make sure it's nice and clean. And then anytime you apply a color, just go back into the color and just blend it out. So I'm gonna basically do the same thing on the bottom lash line. Start with Brown Script, which is a reddish brown, and if you don't have Brown Script, you could use whatever you have. Just make sure it has a really nice red undertone. So we're gonna start from the outer corners and bring this color down pretty naturally. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead and add that dark brown on the outer corners. And again, we're just building these colors. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use a black eyeliner, and this is the Tarte double-ended eyeliner. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this on my bottom lash line, but really, really close to the lashes. So you don't want to like smoke this out so much because hers is pretty defined. And so she also has this on the top lash line, but very, very thin. I'm also gonna apply the liner on my waterline, so just on the top waterline. So I'm gonna darken the crease a little bit more because her crease is pretty defined, I feel like. And again, it could be because of the shadows and stuff, but we're just gonna smoke it out. So I'm gonna curl my lashes and we're gonna apply some mascara. Apply your favorite mascara. I'm gonna go in with my YSL mascara and apply several coats. She has just a little bit of mascara on the outer corners. But you know what? We're gonna make the lashes pop. I'm gonna use something a little bit darker on the crease because I still feel like her crease is much darker. And this is just a super dark brown. Any dark brown would do the trick. And then go back to your fluffy brush and blend it out. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the inner corners, bringing that color in, that darkness in. So because I have a heavy fold, I actually do this a lot, and you guys already know that, but I'm wondering how many of you watching actually have a heavy fold, or if you have hooded eyes. I'd love to know in the comments below. So if you know your eye shape, let me know in the comments below. So the last color that I'm gonna use from the palette is the light ivory color, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that on the inner corners. She has a little bit of highlight on the inner corners of her eyes. And then I'm also gonna bring that just a little bit on the brow bone. I think the makeup artist that did her makeup here also shot the pictures, so he was also the photographer, and a magazine picked it up, which was kind of cool. So her eyebrows look so natural, it's not filled in at all, and that's really hard for me. So let's see if I could get away with not filling them in. I'm gonna fill in just a little bit around the sparse areas, but I'm still gonna keep it very natural because hers are so natural in this picture. See, I filled it in, but it's not too harsh, right? So I think I'll stop now before I make it thicker because I normally make my brows thicker, you know. We gotta do that. Okay, so let's bring some dimension and contour and highlight the face. So I'm gonna go in with this Lancome highlighter. This is new, I believe. And this is what it looks like. Here's a little swatch. So I'm gonna use a fluffy brush and apply this on the high points of my cheeks. She has a lot of highlight around here, but honestly, if I do that, it will not look good on my skin because I have pores here and it'll just accentuate that. So keep that in mind, you know, if you have pores, try not to, you know, put the highlight around this area. So I'm also gonna use the highlighter on the brow bone just so it ties in with the skin. And oh, that's so pretty. Next, I'm going to sort of bronze my skin. She doesn't have much contour in this picture. She just has a lot of color around her cheeks. So I'm gonna go in with this big bronzer by Pure Cosmetics. I love this stuff. It's so pretty. And I'm gonna use a bigger blush brush. So maybe F10 by Sigma. And I'm just gonna go ahead and grab all the colors, mix it all together, and just apply it like I would with a blush. Oh my god, I love this stuff so much. So you get my actual reaction when I do talk through videos. I feel like when I do voiceovers, I don't like go nuts over products because I'm just like, I already experienced it when I was doing the makeup. So we gotta get me in the habit of doing more talk through videos. I'm gonna go back to my fluffy brush and kind of soften any harshness that I may see, because sometimes this could look muddy when you apply too much bronzer that has a little bit of shimmer. So this is when you're gonna kind of get rid of that muddiness with your foundation brush. I don't know if she has any blush on. Like I said, it looks really just bronzed. Her skin looks beautiful and bronzy, but I do see just a tiny hint of color. So I'm going to go in and add a little bit of blush. This is the new Benefit Cosmetics blush, and it's really pretty. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this just a little bit, nothing too crazy. Oh my gosh, thank God it didn't break. Okay, I'm gonna cheat here a little bit and apply a little bit of bronzer on the hollows of my cheeks, because I gotta define this area a little bit more. I feel like it just makes me, it slims down my face a lot, and I have a round face and it sometimes makes me just, I don't like it. So I need to apply this so that it kind of slims down my features a little bit. But I'm gonna blend it out so that it's not too obvious. So, I am so tempted to add lashes, but let's add the lipstick and then see if we can get away with no lashes. So the closest lipstick that I found to her color is this YSL Rouge Veloop Shine in number 45. And it's so beautiful, and I feel like it's exactly the color she has on. It's a great match, at least. So the center of her lip has a little bit of lightness to it, so I'm just gonna add a touch of like a clear color. Just to give it that highlight. It looks red, but it has a really pink undertone. So I went ahead and darkened the outer corners just a little bit more because I feel like the picture has a lot of depth on the outer corners. But yeah, this is pretty much the look. I think this would be a great daytime look. I think it's really fresh and spring and summer appropriate. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any looks that you'd want me to recreate, I'd love to see them. So the way you could do that is obviously comment below and let me know which celebrity you'd want me to recreate a look from. Or if you can send me a picture via Twitter, my handle is going to be right here, simply_Sona. Or you can also tag me in a photo on Instagram, and my Instagram handle is simply Sona all together. So yeah, somehow let me know what you want me to recreate next, and I'll go ahead and do that for you. So hopefully you enjoy this look, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!